Everyone tells you to build an MVP. Every startup book, every entrepreneur, and every investor. They say start small, build the core feature, test with users. Simple advice, right? Yet thousands of founders ignore it, including me. And it cost me months of time, effort, and valuable learning. But before I tell you that story, let me introduce myself first. I'm Sunashan Bose, a 25-year-old middle class guy trying to create a small change in the world with my two friends, Bala and Ajit. Together, we are building an application called Rotor, a AI-powered performance analytics platform designed to help athletes to identify performance gaps, understand what's holding them back, and improve that through data driven insights and actionable fixes. We are building this startup from our garage, like Steve Jobs and Wozniak. No investors, no funding, no mentors to guide. Everything is bootstrapped using our own money. Like every other Indian startups, after finishing our jobs, we come back and work on our dream at night. That's our reality. And if you're wondering why I don't show my face in my videos, it's simple. Right now, I don't even have an iPhone or expensive camera to shoot high quality video. When I started building Rotor, I had a vision. I didn't want to create just another sports app. I wanted to create something that could genuinely help athletes improve. In my mind, the more features I built, the more valuable the product would become. So that's exactly what I did. Instead of validating the idea quickly, I focused on building, unbuilding, unbuilding. Every new feature felt like a progress. Every completed screen felt like a victory. I thought I was moving closer to success, but I was actually moving further away from the truth. The mistake wasn't building features. The mistake was assuming I already know what users wanted. I believed I understood the problem. I believed I know the solution. That's where all it started. I believed that if I build enough features, users would automatically love the product. But startups don't fall because founders can't build. Startups fail because founders build things people don't need. And that's exactly what I was risking. Eventually, I started talking to real users, coaches, athletes, parents, and suddenly everything changed. Some features I thought were important weren't exciting to them at all. Some things I spent weeks thinking about barely got any attention. Meanwhile, users were talking about problems I had never considered at all. That was a painful realization, not because the feedback was bad, but because it exposed how many assumptions I had been building based on what I thought users wanted, not what users actually wanted. This is where many founders misunderstand MVPs. When experts say build an MVP, most people hear build a smaller version of your dream product, right? But that's not what they mean. An MVP is not about building less, it's about learning faster. The purpose of an MVP isn't to impress customers, it is to test assumptions. The goal isn't to prove you are right, the goal is to discover where you are wrong. That's the part many founders miss, including me. When you ignore the MVP principles, the cost isn't just money. The real cost is time. You can spend months building features that nobody care about. Months that I could have been spent learning, months that I could have spent talking to customers, months that I could have spent finding the real problem. Once you invested hundreds of hours into a feature, something dangerous happens. You become emotionally attached to it, you don't want to remove it, you don't want to admit it wasn't necessary. If I could restart from day one, I would do things differently. Before writing code, I would talk to more users. Before building 10 features, I would test one. Before assuming, I would validate. I would focus on the single biggest problem, not the 10 problems I imagine. Because startups are not about building products, they are about learning. The faster you learn, the faster you grow. If you're building a startup right now, remember this. Your first idea is probably wrong. Your first assumptions are probably incomplete. And that's completely normal. The market doesn't reward effort. The market rewards understanding. So don't spend months building in silence. Talk to users. Test early. Get feedback. And let reality guide your product. Because one conversation with the customer can you save months of development. A lesson I learned that hard way, and hopefully one you can learn much sooner. Thank you for watching, and if you're building something, whether it's a startup or app or even a dream nobody believes in yet, keep going. I'll continue sharing everything I learned while building this company from the ground up. See you in the next video. Bye bye.